The Purdue Comedy Club presents Last Comic Standing! All right, our first comic of the evening! Give it up for ROHITH!
His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. That actually has something to do with my comedy piece. I just thought it fit the theme of tonight. You know, comics versus comics, right? Yeah, you know, like, you guys all came here to see comics clash against each other, right? Like, how are all those guys? Felt like that, right? Amazing! So, in case you can't tell, I'm a little bit ill-prepared. Actually, JT was supposed to perform for me. He was supposed to perform originally, and then he's like, you know what, bro? You just like take my spot, and I'm like, all right, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
But then again, you guys probably just look at me and JT, and you're like, yeah, what's the difference? Because all brown guys look the same, right? You know who I'm looking at. But you know, I'm thankful, I'm honored to perform in his place. It's my first time actually doing like a proper showcase, not just open mic, right? So thank you for the opportunity, you know, chase the bag, right? Actually, as a brown guy, I can't say chase the bag. Even though it made people still look at me weird. Like actually yesterday, I was at Chick-fil-A and I was in line, right? And there's these two chicks in front of me. No pun intended. There's these two chicks in front of me that were like, oh, it's getting crowded, we gotta save a spot in line, right? And I was thinking, okay, one of them's gonna stand in line, the other one's gonna go sit down and like save a seat for both of them. Because that's what me and my friends do. But no, what they each do is they each go take their bags and they place them on two chairs. Now if I did that, yeah, actually, you know, I gave Cam the brown card last week, right? Like, my boy. You know, for doing something like, you know, it's like, you did this, now you're one of the brown boys, right? Like, by the right of the council, by the will of the force, I dub thee Jalebi Knight. The brown people got that joke. Yeah, but also it's a bit contradictory because I gave him the brown card for doing something a brown guy's never done before, which is talk to an Indian girl. Yeah, like us brown people, we don't do premarital talking. Like you'd get slut-shamed in India for premarital eye contact. Now I'm actually gonna let you in on the secret as to why I'm at Purdue. So one day my dad comes up to me and he's like, ROHITH, we need to have a talk. And I'm just like, yes, Dad? Do you like my Legos that I built? It's 120 pieces. I did it all by myself. ROHITH, you're not allowed to have a girlfriend until you have a master's degree. This was last week, by the way. No, I'm kidding. I was 5 at the time, but it's a true story. Yeah, I'm really getting disappointed when I tell him I don't want to go to grad school, which means I have to die alone. Unless? No. Actually, I watched the playbacks of my previous comedy sets, and I noticed that whenever I make brown jokes, I get quite a few laughs from people, but then I also get an equal amount of moans and groans in the background. Like, if I make a brown joke, you guys can laugh at it. It's totally cool. You guys can't make one. Unless you're brown. Yeah, how is it that I've gotten to the unfortunate point in my life where I get laughs in the bedroom and moans at comedy shows? And with that, that's my set. Thank you.
Give it up for the Florida man with the Florida plan, Jackson Boy!
Did y'all find this place all right? All right. Whose lamp? Who's... Nice lamp, I guess. All right, anyway, when I first started doing stand-up, people always gave me this advice, like, be yourself on stage, right? Well, that's stupid advice, especially for me, because myself is just me sitting on the floor playing Clash Royale all day. Speaking of Clash Royale, y'all seen the shit in Ukraine? This war going on is like Ukraine's in a 2v2, their teammate just left, and Russia just dropped 2 Mega Knights on them. US needs to get some Electro Giants in there for real. Anyway, y'all know that in case of a nuclear war, Russia has a declassified document of their top 500 US nuclear targets. West Lafayette is one of them. This is true. Y'all think if there's a nuclear fallout, Silver Loop's still running? or picture this. We're trying to evacuate the last bus. Everyone's trying to get on the bus to escape the incoming nuke directly from Russia. Everybody gets on the bus. Everyone's fine. Everyone's sitting down, staring at the bus driver, waiting for them to leave the bus stop. Just sitting there eating a chicken sandwich like he always does. I swear, the bus drivers want us to miss class for real. You know who never was late? Ever? The Polar Express guy. Bro drove a train over a lake just to get to the North Pole on time. Meanwhile, the Silver Loop takes 45 minutes to get me to my class. I hate the term smart technology, because everybody knows it doesn't mean anything, right? Like, what does a smart fridge actually do for you? While it shits out ice all over the floor, it gives you radiation poisoning from the LEDs on this door. Sound all funny? Shit. I practiced this one time to myself. Are we done? Okay, well, I practiced this shit. I practiced all this shit one time to myself last night, man. That was not the move. All right, I'm done.
Everybody for Jackson! So sorry, Mom. Thank you for competing with us tonight. Alrighty, next up, give it up for the first and final CS and Geology duo major, Josh Ballard!
What's up, beeholes and freeholers? All right, so I'm going up against the king of crowd work, so I have to do crowd work. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna randomly ask people questions, and this will be great. All right, you there? What's your favorite color? Pink. All right, you there? What's your favorite kind of discrimination? What? No, you need one. All right, you over there. What's your favorite mental illness? Depression. Okay, you over there. What's your favorite drug? Xanax. All right, let's see. All right, you there. If you had anything to say to Mitch Daniels, what would it be? Silence. Okay, finally, let's see. You, okay, what would your first reaction be to an unsolicited dick pic? Okay, and you there, what would your reaction be to a solicited dick pic? Thank you. You all have just completed a Mad Lib of my intake form for caps. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna skip all the demographic stuff. All right, first off, what are your concerns? Every night I see the pink, I guess they're, infected, pink eyes of my sleep paralysis demon. I've never been so scared yet so aroused in my entire life.
Yeah, that's right.
I'd fuck him, but by him being incredibly racist, it's a deal breaker. So probably depression. Treatments. Currently Xanax addiction. Also, a gremlin in my sleep just staring at me silently. Sexual history. Any attempt at female interaction is just met with ooh. Any attempt at male interaction is just met with ew. And we'll see if I get into caps. Thank you so much.
The international man of comedy, AAYUSH!
Hi everyone. It's really
going to be talking about shower thoughts, yeah? So shower thoughts are just like these random thoughts that you have, right? So yeah. Shower thought 1, Emma Watson. Shower thought 2. So, what was the first man who milked the cow? Like, what was he thinking, right? Like, what was going through his head? Like, what a pervert. Like, I'm not worried. Like, I'm not worried as like why he did it. Like, how did he convince others that it was a good idea? Like, you know, he's straight up like abusing a cow, and like his friend comes like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, no, it likes it. It's like, no, see, cow, do you want me to stop or do you want more? Oh, you dirty cow. Also, the phrase "you dirty cow" doesn't work on humans. Don't ask me why, but it just doesn't, right? Shower thought 3. There's a new aeronautical company that's promoting supersonic flights. It's called Boom. As a brown aerospace engineer, what the fuck? Like, imagine like I graduate and I get like a designer position, right? And my boss is just like, what this plane for? Boom! Isn't it like a bomb of a design? It's like, or just imagine, right? Like, just imagine like this airline, like it does well, it finally ties up with like a good airline company, and like they're having their first flight, right? And all the passengers board, and it's just like, this is your Captain Imran Ali speaking. On behalf of United Airlines, thank you all for choosing to fly with us. Today is a very big day for us, because today, United, we go boom. And halfway through the flight, there's like turbulence, and the captain just comes on, and he's just like, all of you, please wear your seatbelts. I know what you all thought, you dirty racist pigs. Okay, last shower thought 4, right? Chris Hemsworth. Thank you guys, that was my set.
Alrighty, everybody for Josh Ballin! And everybody for AAYUSH! I'm sorry, Josh, we were happy to have you. Back from her 7-year trek to Walgreens, give it up for Amarutha!
You gotta be fucking kidding.
This is great. I'm not prepared for this. All right.
It's the second time.
Hold on. I need a
Second
minute.
time, bro.
I need a minute. Okay. Traumatized. Thank you, EJ. Very cool. Today is actually a very, very, very fantastic day for me. Can you guys all just give me one applause real quick? I just really... You know why? Because I have convinced my older brother to finally come here and laugh at me with all of you, and he's sitting right there in the middle. Yeah. So he's been watching me make shitty jokes for the past 18 years. The only difference is that you guys can now laugh at me with him, so that's okay. So he's about 8 years older than me, which means I always looked up to him, both like physically now, like, okay, yeah, great, good joke. But I've always really looked up to him in general, and, you know, just physically both, you know. But actually, do we have any younger siblings in here? Any younger siblings? Yeah. You know, we'd all make it past the first 3 technical screenings for Apple and Nike. You know why? Child labor. Child labor. We've been put through so much shit, dude. Like, it's actually crazy. You know what? And my fellow child labor victims. Yeah. Technical skills required for the job, getting this shit slapped out of. And, you know, we're really supposed to put on this face for the media, which is our parents, right? You get your shit slapped out of, you're like, yeah, you didn't do anything, oh, I got my dad, I got my elbow tapped, you know? And the benefits for this job, really, really fucking bad, right? I mean, like, you know those like chocolate bars on the back of like, those fair trade chocolate bars, you see this like, skinny kid in India, and he's like scrawny in the corner. That was me, bro. That was me. That's called siblingship. It's called Indian siblingship, right? And so these company benefits are really shitty, right? I would always, like, anytime my brother would sneak any food in, like McDonald's or anything like that, he'd be like, yeah, you get half of it. These are your child labor company benefits. You get half of it. This shit was like 1/5 compromise, dude. Like, I swear to God. It was bad. It was bad. And what was worse is that we're vegetarians. So like it's like McDonald's, right? It's like a shit ton of fries. And like, I would get like 6 soggy fries, and it would be like pepper on top. But I think thanks to my brother, I feel like with these Russia and Ukraine tensions, I could really just drop out and become a bomb diffuser. Because anytime I needed to make ramen for him, like because again, I'm his personal chef, right? He'd count down from 10 and be like, 10, 9, 8, I'd be running, I'd be like, oh shit, the red wire, the blue wire. And now I feel like I can really, help Putin out, like, oh no, the terrorists are approaching, I can see us go now for some reason. And it's like, I just want to let you guys know, I'm not making these bomb jokes at Brown. In fact, I'm not racist, because I really like ROHITH at the PMU. I said 2 brown balls I get 4, flavor is very explosive. As much as I've bombed this, and another brown joke, great, brown bomb, nice. I have the best brother I could ask for, okay, now I will defuse this bomb. Thank you, this is my time.
Full tower!
Keep it going for EJ for putting this together. You talk to a lot of comics, everyone talks about doing a tight 5. I'm probably going to do a really loose minute 47 for you guys tonight. I just got back from visiting my buddy in Chicago. He didn't want to move to Chicago, but he had to because weed is illegal in Pennsylvania. I was going up to visit him. I don't really smoke weed anymore, especially the legal stuff. It's way too strong, And so we were out, we went to a diner, we were sitting down in the booth, and this guy's literally falling asleep, he's sliding down in the booth. I said, dude, are you okay? He says, yeah, it's just the gas. I said, look at you, dude. That's the brakes. Wave your flag if you smoke weed. Nice. EJ, I think I legally just won this round. I don't really smoke weed that much, but I do love drinking. Every time I think I'm drinking too much, I think back to this one guy I used to know. Every Saturday morning, he'd walk around our frat house, collect all the half-empty cans and bottles from around our house, and then dump them in a big 5-gallon stainless steel pot. And that's what he'd drink throughout the week. He called this reviving fallen soldiers. We told him that's the most disgusting thing we've ever heard. His solution to this was to sterilize it by boiling it on the stove for 30 minutes. He showed up to middle school science. The alcohol boils before water. After 30 minutes, all he had was 5 gallons of non-alcoholic wheat fruit punch flavored tea. This guy was not the smartest guy I've ever met, man. This is the guy that if you went to go buy weed from, he'd just put it in your hand. No baggie, no scale, just some weed for some amount of money I stole from my roommate. All right, guys, that's all I got for you this round. Thanks a lot.
Alrighty, everybody for Amrutha! And everybody for Cole! Thank you for joining us this evening. Alrighty, now give it up for our youth pastor-to-be, Kenny Mayberry!
Hello. I gotta say, I am absolutely honored to be here at the first ever Purdue stand-up comedy club Fire Hazard. Are you guys content with the life that you've lived around this corner here? Any texts you need to send to your mom and ex or anything? I'd recommend sending them out because I think those are the only lucky people in the house right now. If someone has like, I don't know, an old, like, fucking, those batteries you know what I'm talking about. All right, anyways, the shit that I actually prepared. I'm in a biology class. Last semester I took intro biology. And it was really making me really self-conscious because it's about natural selection, evolution. And I realized that if not for the wonders of modern medicine, I'd be fucked, bro. Like, royally fucked, all right? I have arthritis. I have inflammatory bowel disease. And I have glasses thick enough to drive a car on, okay? If this was the prehistoric times and we were attacked by a pride of lions, I would be screwed, okay? Lion! Hey, where's Kenny? My only hope would be that the lions would be like, poor motherfucker. He doesn't really have a lot of meat on him anyways. All right, we'll leave him be. No, the only situation that I would win is if it was a little bit more into the future and they had started to get rafts and they were like, you know, boating across the seas. I'm Cuban, I think I'd be pretty good at that. Don't worry, I think I got this, guys. Natural inclination to it. Yeah, no, it's weird when I see someone else from Florida. I see we had another Florida man here. I've always been I've always been the token Florida guy. And I know it's kind of weird coming from a place like Miami, Fort Lauderdale, to a place like here. The people are a lot nicer here. And it's like kind of weird because you get used to becoming an asshole, like where I'm from. Like when someone cuts you off, I just expect them to be like, don't have a gun, don't have a gun, don't have a gun. At least they have a gun here, but they're nice about it. They're like, come on, bud. Maybe not next time, all right? Yeah, no. Most dangerous thing you can do in Florida is giving someone the finger. I remember I was driving on 65 and my friend got cut off and she's like, fuck you, and I'm like, ah! I want to fucking live, relax, jeez. So I said.
Next up, his dad may have left him hanging, but you better not give it up for VAISHAKH Vinod!
How's it going, guys? Yeah, my name is VAISHAKH, grad student by credit. I've been trying to go to a gym recently, you know, try not to look like an unintimidating scarecrow, but my favorite machine at the gym is the water cooler. If you guys have tried it, work out the cheek muscles. I'm at the water cooler so long, people start asking me how many sets I have left. I'll be at the water cooler, some guy will be coming up next to me, I'll be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me wipe that down for you first, man. I don't want you getting sick. Yeah, I like patrol the area too, you know, keep everybody safe. If somebody's coming up to the water cooler, I'm like, whoa, dude. Brad just went mouth to spout on that one. Might want to skip this one. I'm from India. I was in India like this winter break. It's a pretty cool place, but there are like no exterminators in India. There's hella like bugs and stuff. Bugs in India are like Jeep Wranglers in a frat parking lot. There are so many, but I don't know why. I'll be like drinking my tea, and there'll be like ants in my tea, and I'll ask my mom like, why are there ants in my tea? And she'll just be like, oh, because there were ants in the sugar. I'm like, gee, mom, that doesn't help that much. Why were there ants in the sugar? She'll be like, why are you asking so many questions? You're always talking about protein, right? Yeah, like chicken breasts, you know. I put on some pounds here. Both my parents used to be chefs, actually. They went to culinary school, which is kind of cool because I get to eat like nice food at home, but like whenever we go out, it's really annoying. Like I went to a barbecue place the other day, and I ordered ribs, and I was like, yo, these ribs are really sick, and my mom's like, oh, those are actually ribettes. I was like, fuck, I just misgendered my ribs. Alright, that was it for me, guys.
Give it up, everybody, for Kenny! And everybody for VAISHAKH! Join us this evening, Kenny! Now, next up, give it up for our token white woman, KELSEY!
Hey everybody. So I'm actually newly single, you know, and thank you. So being single, I like forget every time how much I fucking hate being single until I'm actually single. And you know, after thinking about it for a little bit and considering my options, I've decided to put myself back out there. So I'm very happy to say that I'm currently looking for a vibrator. Yeah. What nobody tells you about looking for a vibrator is that it's like a fucking crazy process. It's not just like you can walk into a store and be like, one vibrator please. Like you have to go through like this whole process. First of all, vibrators have like the craziest names you've ever heard of. Like there's just not something that's just like, oh, like vibrator wand. It's like Clit Destroyer 4000. And it's like really embarrassing because if you're like a woman, you know that like women talk about their sex lives. So I don't want like my friend to come over and be like, oh my god, you have a vibrator? Like what's its name? And I have to be like, it's a pussy throbber. It's the 3rd edition. In addition to that, another thing that I didn't realize about vibrators is that like vibrators are like the seltzers of the sex community, if that makes sense. You know, like every beer brand is making a seltzer right now, like every company is making a vibrator right now. BuzzFeed has a vibrator. I was half like expecting to like read the product information and for it to be like 7 modes, sleek portable design, preloaded with 50 quizzes to tell you what Disney princess you are. And then kind of like the last thing that threw me for a loop about vibrators is they also like really advertise how realistic they are. If I wanted to, you know, be in a realistic situation, I would just sleep with a man. I don't really want to use my vibrator and be like, babe, it's okay, your penis is big enough. You make me feel good. That's what I got. Thank you guys.
Give it up for the new CEO of Herbalife, AIDAN!
What the fuck? What kind of intro is that? Oh. All day.
Hey y'all, go easy on me tonight. It's my first time performing. That's a lie, actually. However, my girlfriend told me that she lied, that it was her first time when she was on camera. It was a black couch behind her, not a stool, although this works. This works. My Indian friend got his grandparents Bitmojis, and he calls them emojis. If you don't get that joke, you can ask Ayush. Either Ayush is fine. Now, seriously, it's a good joke when it's explained to you the 3rd time. I've noticed a lot of comics make race-based jokes, and I figure I would just settle the debate tonight. I have a list on my phone of races from best to worst. We have number 1, cross country. Number 2, NASCAR. Number 3, Mexicans. Thank you. Y'all thought you knew where that was going, and you were right. It just didn't go the way you think it would. Now for the real racist joke. People give too much credit to Hitler. Whenever something is not to their liking, they immediately go to Hitler. And I feel like there's so many other genocides you can compare things to. Like the Rwandan genocide. At least the Jews change color when they're done. And just like the Rwandans, I am done.
All right, everybody for Kelsey! And everybody for AIDAN! Oh, sorry, Kelsey, we'll have to see you next time. Next up, give it up for Mr. President himself. Goodbye, Ken!
Oh, god damn it.
Yo, what's
We have
up?
this
What's
guy to
up?
represent us.
Hey, thanks for all coming. I recently donated blood, so I'm a hero. It was in a bus. You guys know what I'm talking about? It was like a bus where you donate blood. I think donating blood's important. I just didn't realize it had to have the same mobility as an ice cream truck. And they're like driving through neighborhoods playing Bon Jovi songs. It's like, wanted dead or alive, your blood. I don't know. Like I said, I think donating blood's important, but I mean, is there a sense of urgency that it has to be on wheels? Like, it's a volunteer basis right now. They're not like picking up random kids on the street like The Blind Side, you know? Get in the car! Wringing them out like towels, you know, it's not happening. So I donated blood, that was cool. Then after I donated, the lady said to me, she said, hey, don't drink after this. In case I was planning on celebrating, just donated blood, like, whoa. No, I asked why should I not drink after donating blood, And she said, well, your blood is thinner, and so you'll get drunker quicker. And then I didn't hear the rest of it. That sounds like an incentive to donate blood, doesn't it? It's like, why do you think I'm donating at 10:30 p.m.? I'm trying to get lucid after a Miller Lite. Just fucking do it. No, don't drink after you donate blood. But it did give me an idea. The next time I donate blood, I'm gonna drink before. Show up plastered, right? Because that would be more fun, right? They're like, how are you doing? I'm like, I'm doing good. And then if they use my blood in a blood transfusion, right? The person who receives that blood, like, they're in for a fun surprise. It's like, dude, you were shot, you lost a lot of blood, but luckily the blood transfusion was a success. I love you guys. That's what type of drunk I am. I'm a loving drunk. A lot of different types of drunks. There's a happy drunk, sad drunks. My friend Tim is a horny, violent drunk. It's not a good combination. We'll be out and he'll be like, I want to fuck someone right now. And I'm like, okay, man, I'm trying to watch the game. 5 minutes later he comes back and says, I'm trying to fuck someone up right now. I'm like, I hope not the same person. That would be disorienting. You finish having sex, instead of cuddling, you get into like an MMA match. You clean the wet spot. I'm not trying to hold hands, I'm trying to throw them. All right, that's my set. Thanks, guys.
Hello, everybody. Clearly, I didn't get the memo. I was supposed to dress nice. I walked out of my closet. Anyway, a couple days ago, I was talking to my roommate. You know, we were talking about life and girlfriend and things like that. And then I got an alert on my phone. So I looked up and I saw the stock market had crashed. You know, everything was red everywhere. And my roommate, he suddenly stopped, picked up his phone, looked at it and said, Pranav, I lost all my money today. Then he turned around and took a shit for 30 minutes. Now, I don't know what caused this explosive diarrhea, but I wanted to find out, right? So I looked it up and I found out the unfortunate news that Russia invaded Ukraine. It's pretty sad. But then it got me thinking, there could be World War III. And you know who's fighting World War III? Us. We're the ones, people. Like, do you imagine like the generation of TikTok and Fortnite will be fighting World War III? Like, imagine the battlefield, both the armies are set on either side, and in one corner some kid's like, dude, I can't fight, man, I don't have my Pepsi-sponsored Cardi B break skin, dude, no. Other corner, some girl shooting a TikTok going, oh my god, this is the World War III. I can't wait to post my beauty shots after this. And like, you know for sure, without doubt, that generals are called war daddies. Like, it's... And like, you can imagine the scene, right? Like, before the old wars, they'd be like, they killed 100 of us, we're gonna kill 1,000 of them. Now war daddy's gonna pull up like, guys, so Vlad didn't tag me in the Insta post last night, and that pissed me off. Get it? And all this is happening while on the other side, Vlad is doing 360-degree no-scope double kills while doing like a triple flip over dead bodies, and everyone's just dying everywhere. And obviously, you know, all this is happening, and then, you know the standard Gen Z thing, right? We'll be fighting, suddenly like, pulls up an email and starts typing, then like, no wait, I have something else to do, goes clean something else, then it's all ADHD everywhere, nobody knows what's happening. But I think one of the great things about this would be that they finally introduced music to wars. Like, there's going to be like a shared Spotify playlist for tunes with triple Z's because World War III, and everybody's like sharing random music from Drake to like Cardi B, and you know, like in the background, it's going to be like, certified freak, 7 days a week, make that pull-out game week, and dudes are just dying everywhere. All I'm saying is that even if a bomb doesn't drop on the thing, the biggest bomb to drop on the battlefield will be that ass. That's been my time, guys. Thank you. Alrighty, everybody for Cooper! Yeah! Everybody for Pranav! Pranav, thank you so much for joining us, but I'm gonna have to say Cooper won this one. Give it up for the winner of most horny in high school and no longer allowed at said high school, Cam Gillen!
true. Is everyone excited about not having to wear masks anymore? Everyone? Yeah. It's sick. I feel like we can finally smell Purdue the way that we were meant to, right? We can have you have tears and misogyny? It must be downwind from engineering, I don't know. Maybe Mitch's house, I'm not sure. No, to celebrate just getting out of masks, I will be reading to you one of my favorite tweets I've ever seen. It was a girl who I went to high school with who graduated with a family of 4. When she started, she had a family of 0. You can do the math, she couldn't. But no, that's not the joke. No. So her tweet was, I saw it was amazing. It was, my boyfriend had to go on a work trip where he wore a mask the whole time. Guess who came back with chlamydia? Coincidence? Question mark, question mark, question mark. At Joe Biden. There's a lot to unpack. First off, her name was probably not coincidence. It's probably food-based, maybe cinnamon. Candy? I think she only works on every other weekends though. So it's unlikely. And second off, what like a shitty guess who? Like you do not have to be in CSI Miami to figure out who was the boyfriend here, right? It's like she could have at least given us like a riddle. It was like, fire crotch date baby daddy? I don't know. Like something, like at least. Instead it was just nothing. I don't know. And finally, why would she add Joe Biden? Chlamydia would murk Joe Biden. Right? He does not know what's going on. He cannot handle an STD. He falls asleep with just the Z's. The Z's murking, right? He's the sleepiest motherfucker I've ever seen. It's like I can just imagine his conversation with the Russians. It's like, you need to stop yawning. Fuck. It's like we actually have a plan. We've come up just in time. Bedtime. It's 7. We need to wrap this shit up. That's my time. That's all I have for right now. Thank you.
Thank you for that very energetic introduction. You know, I like the high energy that he's got because it reminds me of like, you know, the energy that like a 3 or 4-year-old kid has. That's just pure self-confidence. There's no concept of wrongdoing for them. Like, this is the level of confidence that lets them see someone and be like, yes, that man wants to learn about dinosaurs. That exact voice, you know? And then, like, they continue that train of thought, like, well, clearly between my T-Rex bed sheets and this Stegosaurus toy I have, I am the foremost expert on the topic and I will share this knowledge with you through a series of incoherent ramblings. Like, I want that confidence now. We all lose it, most of us do growing up. Like, I lost that and instead I got self-doubt and depression, and that was the worst trade I ever made. But not everyone who keeps that into adulthood does good things with it. There are some people that just misuse that, like, vindictive, like, lack of self-doubt. That's where you get, you know, people like serial killers or, you know, shady politicians or Tucker Carlson wanting to fuck an Eminem. Like, these people exist among us, and I'm gonna tell you about a recent encounter I had with one. I was at a big fighting game tournament with my buddies a couple months ago, and for those of you that aren't aware, imagine a bunch of people playing Street Fighter and no one has had sex in 6 months. And I was there, and you know, there's artists selling their merch and stickers, posters, and whatnot. And I was there, and I was buying a sticker from a guy, and I noticed that a lot of his stuff had these dots next to it. And I saw there was a sign that said, if there's a dot next to it, that means there's a lewd version available. And I was like, oh, clutching my pearls here. Oh no, titties. And I was like, that's kind of weird though. I wonder who would buy that. And then sure enough, speak of the devil, up comes this one motherfucker. And he goes, he's like, hey, can I get that one, that one, that one, that one, that one? And can I get the lewd versions, please? And I just stood there in amazement, because I just watched this man walk up and buy $95 worth of porn stickers. This is like watching someone sign up for an OnlyFans on Zoom. Like, this is a public forum, dude. And I was just taken aback, and I look at, you know, the artist who's selling this stuff, and of course he isn't fazed by this. He's the one that spent hours making sure these titties were perky enough. He's just happy to be making the sale. And then this dude, he gets the stickers, puts them in a plastic clear bag for all the world to see instead of his fucking backpack, and then just walks away with all of that confidence of a 3-year-old about to ask you if you want to learn how many horns a triceratops has. And then,
Like, this is the type of dude who the self-confidence either leads to just a shallow grave in the desert or a maximum security prison for financial fraud. And I don't really want anything to do with either. All right, thank you.
And for Kel! And everybody for Max! Max, thank you for joining us this evening. It's been an honor. All right, ignore me. Alrighty, please welcome back to the stage, Jackson!
So, don't kill me when I say this. I'm a fan of coleslaw. Everybody gives me this face when I order coleslaw. Like I just said something racist. Well, usually I did, but I wonder if a racist guy ever went to a Petco and bought a chameleon. He takes it home, looks away for a second, turns brown. What the hell? Turn back! Turn back! The whole idea of racism is stupid, right? I mean, we're all like one race, you know? Like there's no one walking around with a tentacle on their forehead, right? Like, there's no like, you suction head motherfucker, like that doesn't happen. These guys don't exist. Although if they did, I'd probably be racist towards them. That's weird as hell. Despite making up only 5% of the population, tentacle heads cause 50% of food poisoning. Yeah, no, people always get upset at that type of joke, because they think, some people didn't get that one. No. Because people get upset at these jokes because they think I come up here and people come up here and say things they actually mean. You know what I'm saying? Here's a secret. You don't even have to believe the shit you're saying. It doesn't even have to be a true fact. I've lied like 6 times since I've been standing here, but y'all still laugh, so. Here's a preparation. Do you know that according to a new study, almost 90% of the people who use Reddit more than 1 hour a day suffer from a mental disorder? Who thinks that's true? Who probably believes that?
Yeah.
I made that shit up just now. But y'all believed it, so it says something, right? I swear, that's where Purdue subreddit. Have y'all been on that? That's where all the CS majors go to socialize. Man, I saw this depressing post. It was, how am I gonna make friends? I'm a sophomore and I have no friends. This is the gist of the post. It's like, dude, if you're this far and you don't know how to make friends, I'm sorry. You're kind of a lost cause. All right, that's all I got right now.
AAYUSH!
So, all my friends back at home, they keep asking me, like, bro, why you don't make any American jokes? Only Indian jokes you make. You only make fun of us. Ding, 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 ding. It's like, I don't make American jokes because I'm scared. It's like, see, like, as a comedian, you need to stick to your ethnicity, right? Like, you don't see Cooper walk up here and be like, oh, I'm so funny, I'm gonna make you all explode. Or you won't see JT come up here and like just trip and be like, oh no, I need to keep my eyes open more. Like, no, there's a Cooper joke, there's a JT joke. Like, you know. But no, like, even if I decided to like make American jokes, right? Like, what would I make fun of America for? Like, y'all are awesome, right? Like, y'all have like the best education programs, y'all are like ahead in like almost everything. And like, y'all are world champions, right? Like, world champions, like not city champions, not state champions, not national champions, what is it?
World champions.
Yes, y'all are 52-time world champions in American football. Like, that's such domination that they decided to call the sport American football. Like, the last time such domination was seen was in the Miss Universe contest, and Earth kept winning, and the Martians just like, fuck, we need that Elon guy to be the judge. Yeah, like, it's insane. Like, I'm pretty sure even when, like, you know, President Trump was in office and like he used to get like his morning briefs, and you know, like his minister would just come like, Mr. President, like the news brief for today is that Italy is leading in the COVID cases, And Trump is like, what's Italy? He's like, it's like further east of like New York. It's like not ours. And Trump is like, wait, they're leading in COVID cases? He's like, yeah. It's like, wake up, America. And guess who was leading 2 weeks later? And then all the people back in India were like, hey, did you see what all the white guys are doing? Guess who was second place 2 weeks later? It's like Indians will do anything to be like white people. I know some of the white people in the audience, they were just like, rest of the world, like, what the fuck is he talking about? And their friends are just like, no, he's talking about the West Coast. Like, that's what he means. Thank you, guys. Actually, to sum it all up, right, like, so why I actually don't make American jokes is because I don't want to get shot. Thank you, guys. Have a nice day.
Now, everybody for Jackson! And everybody for AAYUSH! Next up, give it up for the Nordic Giraffe, Jacob Stout! Yeah! Get it? Because he's long.
Man, jokes at the comedy show. What's going on, guys? I want to tell you guys a story about my brother. My brother's 11 years old. He's in 5th grade. And he told me that a girl in his class paid him $10 to give him a hug. He wants to make this into a business. He's got a whole plan. He's gonna charge more for longer hugs. He's gonna have different rates if he has to actually participate versus if he just stands there and takes it. He's gonna have like time slots, reservations, and if business gets really good, he's gonna hire out his friends to give the hugs, and then he's gonna take a cut. My brother's a pimp. He's 11 years old, and he is a pimp. Why does he have more game than me? That's what I'm worried about, right? What does he have that I don't, right? I have a car, I have a high school diploma, I have a middle school diploma, I graduated and he still gets more bitches than me, right? It's not fair. And his opener is probably something stupid. He probably goes up, he's like, hey, because he hasn't hit puberty yet, right? It's like, hey, babe, you should join my Minecraft server. I'll give you some diamonds. Yeah, that one wasn't that good. I don't know, maybe the culture's different. Maybe school is different. You know, they used to show like Bill Nye in science class. Maybe they're showing Miami Vice for economics. He's just in the back scribbling notes like, supply-demand curve. He's trying to figure out what he's gonna sell once the hug market runs dry. He's like, hey, Eduardo, your dad's from Colombia, right? Thank you, guys.
And welcome back to the stage, Cole Tower!
BJ's hand is soaking wet. Just a little fun fact about me. Until I was 21, I never had a sip of alcohol in my life. Lots of chugs, but not a single sip. I do love drinking. I said that last time. I'm gonna say it again. I think it all started in this one little dive bar in my hometown. You know, it's one of those places with cheap beer, a pool table, and a floor made out of super glue. You know? Pretty funny joke, I thought. It's way out in the country, right? So the best thing to do there is go people watching. And people watching in the country is different, right? You always see like the prettiest girl you've ever seen walking in, and right behind her is her boyfriend. He's 4 foot 13 inches tall. He's got a greasy mullet, a 1 liter Mountain Dew bottle sticking out of his back pocket. You know it's a big day for him because he put on the dirtiest neon yellow t-shirt he could find. I'm jealous of that guy though, Aaron, because every morning he gets to roll over, wake up, and see the most beautiful pack of Marlboro cigarettes sitting right on his nightstand. He loves those things. He looks at them like they're the rescue boat full of water coming over the horizon on the season finale of Lost. Other groups of people I like to watch are those groups of 20-year-old girls that travel as packs. The other day, I overheard them talking about how they would never eat at Chick-fil-A again because the chicken's homophobic. All right, I'll allow it. But one of them had ordered a cocktail called Build the Wall. It's amazing what 25-cent chicken wings and 6 inside will do to a lady's standards, isn't it? What else do we want to talk about? All right, that's all I got right now. Thanks a lot.
All right, everybody for Jacob! Coast. I don't know about that one. Everybody for Jacob! And everybody for Cole! So sorry, buddy. We'll see you next time. Please welcome back to the stage, VAISHAKH PRANAV!
How's it going, guys? What's up? As you can tell by my accent, I'm Indian. Yeah, India's a really cool place. You guys should all definitely visit it, but getting there is a totally different story. If you value the mortgage on your house or you're Indian, the cheapest way to get there is this airline called Air India. And Air India is kind of a shit airline, and I'm kind of spoiled and I want things to work and stuff. But I'll be in an Air India flight and I'll ask the stewardess oh, why isn't the monitor working? And she'll just slap me and tell me I watch too much TV or something. But yeah, Air India kind of sucks. But they've been recently giving out alcohol to everybody, to people in economy too. And they don't check your age and stuff. So there was just this girl next to me who was dissecting the flavor profile of her wine and shit. So yeah, sorry. But yeah, I mean, alcohol is kind of cool. I mean, alcohol on an Air India flight is a really shitty plea deal. You know, we're sorry about the acute angle of your chair and the fire in the fuselage, but here's some alcohol. And the only way you can get any sleep on this kind of flight is if you're blackout drunk anyway. So. Yeah, I'm in this class called French 330. It's kind of cool. And it's at 3:30 p.m., but I'm kind of a head ass, so last time I went, I got to class at 4:30 p.m., and I walked in, and it was just a bunch of Chinese students speaking Chinese, and I was geez, I'm really shitty at French. Yeah. One thing I forgot to mention about the alcohol on the airplane, what's crazy is that they never run out of the alcohol, they just keep serving it, and that's crazy, because there's not extra of anything in India at all, except maybe people, so. All right, that's it from you guys.
Now, welcome back to the stage, AIDAN!
This is gonna be.
It's all tangled. There we are. I ordered a Virgin Mary at a bar. She's not anymore. She had a ponytail and I was that poor pony, where'd you get that from? So yeah, she was crazy. Anyways, how are we feeling about the interior decoration here? I feel this is both the same place where a priest would give a sermon and take the children back after the sermon. I'm just gonna assume the beads I found are for saying Hail Marys and just leave it at that.
Oh shit.
Anyways, speaking of church puns, did y'all hear about the church clergyman who worked at a fast food restaurant? He was a deep fryer. Anyways, speaking of being interested in people you're not supposed to be interested in, I've been getting into disabled girls. I feel EJ's got the cougar market cornered. I feel disabled girls are my kind of thing, right? However, my dates have been going terribly. My last one got shot because she was unarmed. The other one lied to me. They got catfished. It was a paraplegic man named Richard. He was the original Pickle Rick. And, just like my dates, I am finished.
All right, everybody for VAISHAKH! And everybody for AIDAN! Thank you for joining us this evening. Next up, welcome back to the stage, Cooper Kim!
See you later.
I know Cole talked about this earlier, but who here smokes weed? Yeah? Get him! Get him! It's not illegal. It's legal here. I'm sorry. No, it is though. don't smoke it here. They're telling me about it. I have a lot of pothead friends, and something they say sometimes that always like throws me off is that they say they drive better high. No, you don't. Listen, no, you're driving high, so you feel better automatically. You're not driving better. You ever done the dishes high? It's euphoric. And then you wake up the next day and you're like, I only washed one side of the dishes. You're like, I should have washed the inside of this bowl. Now I have to eat soup on the backside of this plate. Damn it. You guys hear about the Starbucks union, the first Starbucks union? Yeah? Pretty exciting stuff, right? I am concerned when they go to war with the Starbucks Confederacy. Starbucks Confederacy, the slaves are back. But so is the birthday cake frappuccino, so I don't know. Obviously, slaves in a Starbucks wouldn't be good. I don't know where I'm going with this really, but not to mention, like, that would be awkward, right? Hey, can I have a whipped coffee? You just want the coffee whipped? Oh man, come on. Okay, this is a weird turn. Listen to this song called Dang by Mac Miller. You guys know it? Yeah. There's this one line in the song where Mac Miller goes, I just eat pussy, other people eat food. And every time I hear that line, I'm like, there's no way. Because listen, pussy's not calorie dense, right? Eating pussy's like eating celery. Like, you're losing more calories than you're gaining. Listen, I've eaten pussy before. I don't know when I just said that. That sounds like I'm lying. Let me say it again. Believe me, I've eaten pussy before. My nose just grows or something. I have. I've never walked away from that just being like, oh, wow. It's Thanksgiving pussy right there. No, obviously, that's an expression, right? You're not actually eating pussy, but some people might not know that, right? Some states, they don't have sexual education, right? Some people might just believe what a rapper says in their song and take it for the truth. The first time I ate pussy, I was so confused. I was like, why did I fast for this? I'm just still hungry. Okay, that's all, thanks.
And welcome back to the stage, Cam Gillum!
As I was preparing for this, I saw that Cooper and I were in like the same bracket, like kind of area. And I'll be honest with you, I can't beat Cooper with jokes. Cooper's too funny. But what I can do is I can write a love song. But not just to anyone, to Mitch Daniels. Sound check, EJ, don't please. Oh, Jesus, hold on. I really planned this out. That was not right. Alright, fuck, we're just gonna hop in. Alright, so, yeah, not just a song, but a love song. So. Oh, Mitch, I love the way your suit fits so right. It's gonna have me acting up tonight. I love the way it hugs those thick thighs. Oh, Mitch, you once asked us where are all the men. Don't worry, I still think you're a 10. And if you're selling feed pics, I'll buy some. For a friend. Oh, Mitch, listen to my pitch. Oh, Mitch, I'll, suck at calculus. Oh, Mitch, I don't think we can 69. You have to be at least 5'9". By the way, bag guitar is part of the bit. I learned this morning. Anyway, so Mitch, you say boiler up, but hammer down. For this, I guess I'll stick around. Because I'm gonna take you to Pound Town. Oh, Mitch, listen to this pitch. Oh, Mitch, I'll suck your
cock. Actually,
All right, everybody for Cooper! And everybody for Cam! So sorry, Cam, it was a beautiful song! All right, next up we have entered the semi-finals round. Give it up for our first semi-finalist, AAYUSH!
Okay. I'm sure all of you have heard of babies make mistakes at night. Mistakes at night makes babies. So we're gonna talk about this one mistake that my friend made that actually made her super famous, right? So one thing that's new in my life is I started a YouTube channel for my comedy. It's called Especially Stationery, without a space in case you guys want to check it out, right? Free advertising. But it's like a very small page. Like we don't have like much of a following or whatever. But then I saw that this one girl who went to high school with me, she had like a shit ton of traction, right? She had like some 5,000 followers. I'm like, okay, like what's going on here? And she made like those generic TikToks, right? Like y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Like there's like a completely unrelated song playing in the background and there are like captions and she's just like, I'm in love with the shape of you, it's time to hit the gym. Push and pull like a magnet to like hit the gym, right? Like there's just like captions, wherever she points, there's like captions coming up, right? So she's just making these generic TikToks and there was this one video that had picked up like a shit ton of traction. I was like, damn, like what's going on here? So she was advertising an organic milk company, right? So there was like a song going on in the background. Okay, give me a beat, okay? So let's go, 1, 2, come on, 2. So it just went, where do you get the best organic milk in town? ABC Milk Company. Right, and nothing attracts Indian men like boobs, right? The comment section was buzzing. The first comment was just like, oh my god, madam, I am lactose intolerant, but I am drink milk. The next comment was just like, what a cute cow. What is name of cow? Like if Americans saw that cow, like beef wouldn't be a thing anymore. Speaking of eating pussy, Cooper. And then there was another comment which was just like, don't make fun of cow. Cow is gone. That was like the whole thing. Like the whole thing was just that, right? But yeah, I don't really have like a good ending to the sentence. So that was the sentence, thank you.
Please welcome your second semi-finalist, Cole!
It's getting weirder every time I come back up. I'm just gonna say it, I can hear my apartment neighbors having sex through the vents. I got really embarrassed because I realized if I can hear them through the vents, that means they can hear me run and put my ear up against the wall every time. I've been turning into a grumpy old man. I don't like anything anymore. The only things I like are Coors Light and minor league baseball. I don't like the internet either. Instagram's the worst. It's all ads now, and they're getting really good. What is all this? The ads are getting really good. And so you're scrolling, and it's just pictures of these people who look like you kind of might know them. Right? You're trying to figure out which of these people either got hot or ugly since last time you saw them. You realize one of them's wearing a giant diamond ring that you know none of your friends can afford. Scroll down, it says sponsored by Zales. Next picture, it's a girl in a field in Kansas. She got 6 kids. You definitely recognize them. Sponsored by Low Self-Esteem. Now that's the Instagram I remember. The other thing I don't really like about the internet is porn. Hate it. Maybe it's because I haven't found my genre yet. I know I don't like teen. They're way too old to be pretending they're actually 18. I don't know, like vintage porn, like 70s and 80s stuff. There's way too much foreplay. Wish they'd quit beating around the bush. That's a pubes joke. My lady, though, she's embarrassed. She says that she doesn't watch porn. I know she does. She says she doesn't flick her bean, right? There's 1 week out of every month where I catch her in the act. Red-handed. Thanks a lot.
Everybody for AAYUSH! And everybody for Cole! I don't know, the volumes were different, but I saw similar flags. I think we can do better. Everybody for AAYUSH! And everybody for Cole! AAYUSH, I'm so sorry, man. Welcome back to the stage, semifinalist number 3, AIDAN!
Oh, shit. It's fine, man.
I'll keep the Mitch Daniels stuff going. I saw Mitch Daniels ride a train, which really confused me the first time because he seems like more the type of the man to let the train ride him. I mean, there's 10,000 people here that could participate. That seems like his demographic. Anyways, I've been watching a lot of TV, right? There's this, give it up if you like TV. There's this one show I've been getting really into, right? I got little siblings, Dora the Explorer, love that shit. Although, I feel like I don't get the plot, right? I mean, there's a little Mexican girl and she's going on a journey alone, trying to get back home. I feel like it's a bit on the nose. And there's this one character who, I don't know if he's got like a sex addiction. They keep saying swiper, no swiping. I think he's on Tinder too much. The main part that concerns me is there's this one character that keeps following Dora around, and she's like an underage girl, right? And he keeps saying, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map. Oh! And I looked up what that acronym is for, and I don't think my little sister is really getting what this show's about. I don't think he should be allowed in that backpack. He should be far away from her. Your mother is so fat, she is skinny due to an overflow error. Don't worry, I love her anyways. 'Tis my time, just like when I'm doing your mother, I cannot last anymore.
Please welcome back to the stage our final semifinalist, Cooper Kim!
Okay, a lot of Mexican jokes from Aiden. That's cool. I don't have any. I don't know if you guys can see from up here. I have freckles. That's just a thing about myself. One time, this girl came up to me and she was like, "I like your freckles. They're very trendy." I was like, "This is not a trend. Like, this is skin damage." But my mom's a dermatologist, which is a skin doctor, so she hates that I have freckles. So when that girl told me that, I texted my mom. I was like, "Mom, this girl says my freckles are trendy." And then she responded with several pictures of people with skin cancer. She was like, "Do you think this is trendy?" I was like, I have to ask her really quick. Yeah, she says it's cool. That'd be weird if skin cancer was trendy, right? It's like the girl was like, freckles are hot, but you know what's hotter? The sun, prolonged exposure, skin cancer's in. Okay, I was watching some Instagram Reels today. We're reaching at the bottom of the barrel for content here to talk about. I was watching an Instagram Reel, and there's this girl, and she had a caption above her head, and she said, "I encountered Jesus, and he took away my same-sex desires." There's a lot to unpack right there. First of all, my algorithm is strictly skateboarding videos and thirst traps, so I don't know how I got in there. Second of all, I like how she said she encountered Jesus, like a Pokemon. And she was just walking through grass. I was like, "Fuck Jesus." Also, she was in a wheelchair. So you didn't ask Jesus to walk, he performed miracles. She wasn't in a wheelchair, she was gay. She was previously gay, she's not anymore. Listen, bottom line is I think any religion that prevents you from really being yourself and expressing how you feel, I don't think it's a good thing.
But for the sake of this, hypothetically, how does Jesus take your gay away? Because he performs miracles, right? He gives sight to the blind. He gives bread to the hungry. What is he giving? Is he stabbing them with like a straight serum, like an EpiPen? The girl's like, I'll suck 7 dicks for you, Jesus. I'll do it. Take away? Does he take away the gay? Does he like absorb it? So like she's straight, and then Jesus is like, where's Adam? Where is she? Or does he redirect it like lightning bending and like Avatar? Where's a priest? So I shared that video. Okay, that's all I have. Thanks, guys.
All right, everybody for AIDAN! And everybody for Cooper! We'll see you next time. Please welcome our finalists to the stage, Cole Tower!
My dad just had a birthday recently.
Yeah.
So hard to buy gifts for it because he already has so much stuff. Problem isn't that he has a lot of stuff, is that he never gets rid of anything. Except cases of Coors Light Tall Boys, he gets rid of those pretty quick. My dad, I hate opening up his fridge, it's so humiliating. You open up the door, you gotta pick up all the Taco Bell hot sauce packets that fall out on the ground. He doesn't even like the sauce, eh? He just can't resist those freebies. I swear, I think that's why he likes hotels so much. That guy hasn't bought shampoo, conditioner, or an alarm clock FM radio combo in decades. This is the funny part of the show. Again, the problem isn't that he brings so much stuff home, it's that he never gets rid of anything. My dad hates garbage so much that he'll pick up your trash from the side of the road and then put it in a bin with my baby pictures. It doesn't even matter where it's been. My dad won't adopt a dog because he doesn't know its past. He'll adopt a mattress from the side of the road and then sleep on it with a stranger he found sitting on the curb next to it. Whenever I go to his house, it's just 3 days of me fixing his computer. Some of my friends' dads are software engineers, whatever. The other thing he knows how to do is like my high school girlfriend's selfies. And pick out his family members in the crime section of the newspaper. The other day I needed his help. I needed him to send me a form for work. An email. He had no clue what I was talking about. It's pretty convenient. You can only find the email when he's forwarding me my student loan bills every month. The other day I got a postcard in the mail from where I went to college, asking for donations. Flip it over on the back, there's a 3-inch by 6-inch portrait of me that I don't remember taking. Caption says, Cole Tower, class of 2019, could achieve his dreams because of donations like yours. No, the fuck he couldn't! Cole could achieve his dreams because his self-hatred is deeper than Chase Bank's pockets. Thanks a lot.
And finally, Cooper Kim!
I didn't prepare this far ahead, so a little bit about myself. I'm allergic to peanuts. I learned I was allergic to peanuts when I went to my first baseball game. I went with my dad, and we ate peanuts. And then later that home, when I went home, I realized I was covered head to toe in hives. My mom was freaking out. She was like, Cooper, what happened? My dad answered, he was like, I think he's allergic to baseball. So they're divorced now. Yeah. I used to sit at the nut-free table, which is a table for people with nut allergies. You can laugh. Yeah, it's for a time where they're trying to promote not bullying, right, in that elementary school time, it did not work. They basically just alley-ooped like discrimination to my classmates. All my classmates would be like, you can't sit with us. And they were right, I couldn't. No, everyone who sat at that nut-free table knew we weren't cool, we were not proud of ourselves. We actually made an agreement to never have kids. Yeah, we were all just sitting at the table one day eating our J's. PB&J minus the PB and some kid stabbed himself with an EpiPen because someone like ate a Nutter Butter like 700 feet away. All of us were like, none of us should be cartoons, we're done. I don't even know how kids were made. I was just like, if a stork shows up, kick it, I don't know. If there's a baby in your porch, just like, muffled. That's too dark, you're right. That's fair. I used to believe in the afterlife. It's a weird transition, but I was religious, so I used to believe in the afterlife. I don't now. My belief in the afterlife is similar to JFK's belief in the convertible car. All right, at first I was like, this is a cool idea. But later I was like, maybe not so much. I don't believe in reincarnation, that's the big one. I think if reincarnation was real, we'd have a lot more depressed animals. Right? Imagine you live your whole life as a human, and then you die, and you come back as like a pigeon. It's like, what the fuck is this? How much bread are we gonna eat? You come back as like an animal, or a person in an animal's body surrounded by other animals. You're like in a herd of elephants. They're like, what's wrong with Jeffrey? Where are my thumbs? I have kids in a family living out of this body. Where's my belly button? Do elephants have belly buttons? I don't know. Just a thought. Let's see here. Any feminists in the crowd? Yeah? Okay. Oh, hey, woman. This is the comedy club? Fuck, man. Okay. I'm the only one. I'm a feminist. I've been watching feminist porn. It's great. I was watching this scene. This girl was getting fucked by this dude, so it was a very bad start. But at a certain point, the guy was like, whose pussy is this? The girl was like, mine. Came out clapping. It's beautiful. It's a weird question. Whose pussy is this? Told me, my ex-girlfriend told me once. Oh, what the fucking, shut up. I'm gonna cry on stage. No, my ex told me once, she was like, this is your pussy, which was very nice of her. But we have since broken up, and I never verbally returned it. Her gynecologist keeps calling me like, your pussy's getting fucked right now. All right, that's all I got. Thanks, guys.
All right, everybody for Cole! And everybody for Cooper! Cooper, you are the champion of the first and the last comic standing! Your grand prize is bragging rights in the book, The Crime Haters! It says on the inside that he's a champion.
First of all, thank you all for coming out here, but really the applause goes to EJ right here. I mean, really, he's really done something amazing. I want to thank you all for coming out. And also, it's his birthday on Sunday, so everyone wish him a happy birthday at some point.
Happy birthday, EJ!